Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name's Neil, and it is time for the newest episode of the Star Wars animated series, The Bad Batch. This is episode 3, and it's called The Replacements, which immediately makes me think of a great episode from Band of Brothers, also entitled The Replacements. And it makes you realize this is a Star Wars series, but this series really feels like it's shaping up to be a war series, where let's focus on the war part of it. I think I mentioned back in the premiere mini-movie that these guys, they're basically a trimmed-down version of the Dirty Dozen. They're the Dirty Five. And there's the potential for a lot of really good war stories in this series. I don't know if that's the direction they're going to go or not. I do feel like we're at that stage in the series where we might start steering the direction. Right now, it's more just setup. Order 66 has happened. Every other clone has betrayed the Jedi. And our Bad Batch are alone in the universe, for lack of a better word. One of their own has turned to the dark side. They have this new young female clone who's joined them, named Omega. There's some mystery there that I assume we'll eventually learn about. And there's also a young Padawan that we met back in the premiere that I wouldn't be surprised to be reintroduced to soon. But I'm really hoping that in this episode we get a sense of the future direction of the show. Are they going to be like the start of the rebellion? Are they going to be mercenaries for hire? I really don't know, but I really want to find out. So without further ado, let's watch episode 3 of The Bad Batch. This is called The Replacements.
Well, that doesn't look comfortable. For either of you.
We're fine.
Yeah. Chow time.
Are we going to learn this droid's name eventually? So far, I've just seen him being curled by Wrecker.
You can have mine.
Hey, Omega doesn't even have a place to sleep. You want to take her food too?
He kind of does.
No thanks. You keep it. Echo, lights cut out again. Thought you fixed it. Yeah, add it to the list.
So
The ship
it
got
feels
hit
like
hard
this
when we
episode's
fled
going to be about
Salukimai.
finding
Several
supplies.
systems have been glitching ever since. The ship-wide diagnostic report indicated no critical systems were compromised.
Famous last words.
Get ready for your first crash landing!
Crash?
Omega, strap in.
That doesn't give her a lot of security. What random planet are we about to crash on? Do we know it?
We're gonna die, we're gonna be fine! We're gonna be fine!
You sold me, Wrecker.
Everybody alright?
Good piloting.
Is it over?
I suspect one of our capacitors sustained damage during our firefight with the Rex. We have one spare on board.
Is it in here?
Did she just
What?
break it?
That's Crosshair's weapon kit.
It's worth noting the possibility that Crosshair's actions were influenced by his inhibitor chip.
It can do that?
That's what it was designed to do.
Are they gonna
So, it
Are they going to
wasn't
rescue
Crosshair's fault?
Crosshair and turn
Well-
off his chip? It feels like he was already thinking about betraying them before they amped up his chip. I think that would be a bad move. Don't trust Crosshair.
The data shows he's responding favorably to the procedure.
Let's see if he stays that way.
CT-9904 is the top specimen.
Are they all CT-99s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Other than presumably Echo, because he was originally part of a different squad?
A strong ruling government requires an increase in soldiers to maintain order throughout the galaxy. Sustaining such a vast engagement is not one clones must do alone. There are other ways of producing loyal soldiers. May I present our first elite squad?
Feels weird that they would abandon the clone program.
Top
They're
soldiers from
clearly
across the
excellent
galaxy.
soldiers.
Imagine more squads like this being trained by skilled clones. Together, they would make a formidable army.
But I guess conscription is cheaper. So are those four going to kind of be the anti-bad batch? The good batch? Will they become our squad's nemesis? The animations become so good on these. Like, I always liked the animation back on Clone Wars, for instance, but this is, 10 years later and incredibly good. Oh, those are fun alien creatures.
Something's causing damage to the exterior hull. You want to narrow that down?
Whatever's on the roof right now.
I'll go after the dragon and get our part back. I'm fine. You're staying.
I'll go with you.
No, that thing could be
Wrecker's too
dangerous.
cussed.
I'm part of this squad now too, right?
Get used to it.
All right, kid. Just stay close.
Send the clone and your recruits to Onderon. I want Saw Gerrera's camp found and wiped out. Let's see if they can succeed where Clone Force 99 failed.
Well, that'll be interesting. We get more Saw Gerrera on Anderon.
Could I learn to track like you?
Well, it's an enhanced skill. Wrecker and Tech, we each have one.
And Crosshair.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be angry at him. He can't help it.
I'm angry at myself. We don't leave our own behind.
Then we'll find a way to get him back.
Problem.
Tell me this, clone. If you all are so efficient, how come the Empire's scouting soldiers like us? Sounds to me like it's time for a change.
Yeah, wait till you put a bucket on your head. I don't think you necessarily want to end up on Crosshair's bad side. Yeah, they're going to be a good unit. They wouldn't be featured if they weren't going to be a good unit. But they're going to have their own challenges if Crosshair's their commander.
It's getting away!
Oh, it knocked off his mask. Jeez. Get the mask back on him.
Hunter, wake up! Wake up! Echo, Wrecker, Tech, come in! We need help!
Is she gonna do it herself?
Okay, Omega. You can do this.
Is he breathing at least? Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. Darn good unit.
Where's Gerrera?
I don't know, but I wouldn't tell you if I did.
I believe you.
What are you doing? Guerrera's fighters are dead. These are civilians. Ignore the clone. We signed up to be soldiers, not an execution squad.
You want to know why they put me in charge? It's because I'm willing to do what needs to be done.
Yep.
Good soldiers follow orders.
Well, that's becoming his catchphrase. Good soldiers follow orders. GSFO. All kinds of supplies. Presumably drained of all energy if the thing eats pure energy, though.
Guess I got lucky.
Omega.
Can you track her now? It'll be a misunderstanding. It won't actually... It just doesn't like the bright lights. It's a puppy. Well, now you don't have a flashlight.
I'm coming!
What were you thinking going down there?
The mission was to retrieve the capacitor, wasn't it? I tracked the dragon, like you did.
She's a good soldier. Does she follow orders?
Guerrero was already gone, but the rest of his camp was dealt with.
Impressive. The clone commander's new squad has followed through.
With more time and training, our forces will be unlike anything the galaxy has seen.
Then I leave this project in your capable hands, Admiral.
Thank you, sir.
Admiral. Based on 4 soldiers. Jeez.
If your experiment can yield a superior clone, it will secure our relationship with this empire.
Is that where Omega's from?
The clones required will not return willingly.
They are Kaminoan property, and we only need one.
Oh, they're gonna clone the Bad Batch? Well, they've got Crosshair. Do they want to clone him? Man, an army of Crosshairs could be brutal. So what's this squad gonna be named?
Hey, kid. Come with me. Cover your eyes.
What did he do? Did he make her a little bedroom?
Okay.
Or a hammock
Open
or
it.
something?
It's your own room.
Pretty nice. Well done, Wrecker.
Well, what do you think? I thought this place could feel more like a home.
It's perfect. I never had my own room before.
Well, you're part of this squad now, too.
I'm sure we'll get to that the stuff I talked about at the beginning eventually, but we went in a different direction and we started seeing what's happening to Crosshair in this episode, which I didn't really think we were going to focus on. But it makes total sense that he gets a new unit, and he may also be the source of the DNA for the next round of Kaminoan clones, which is a really scary idea. Yeah, he basically becomes the new Jango Fett, so that would be crazy. I can't imagine what an army of Crosshairs could be like. Certainly obedient, certainly ready to follow orders, but also psychotic. But yeah, wow, very cool episode. I like this format because the stories stay simple, you know. And there actually is a complete story in each 25-minute, 30-minute episode. It's not just a segment of a big story arc. There is a episode-sized story in every one, even though there is a greater story arc uniting them all. And it makes them easy to digest. It makes them fun. It keeps it a little light, but there's a lot going on, a lot of moving pieces, and I think we're still setting the table, you know? I think the first season is about 16 episodes, and really, I have no idea where it's going to go. I suspect at some point the Bad Batch are going to try and rescue Crosshair from the Empire, but is that going to be like the season finale? Is that going to happen in 2 episodes? I have no idea. I suspect we find the young Padawan who lost his master back in the opening minutes of the first episode. But does that happen next episode, or does that happen in season 2? I don't know. I think the Bad Batch themselves, they need to figure out what they are going to do. So far, they're still in survival mode. You know, this episode was all about just making repairs, getting off this planet. So I'm enjoying it. The animation itself is gorgeous and beautiful. Like, it doesn't look incredibly different from the Clone Wars style-wise, but when you start looking at the details, the textures, the light, the dust in the air, the atmosphere, it's gorgeous, and it's levels above. I'm really enjoying just how beautiful this show looks, and I'm ready for more. I'm looking forward to following this through the entire season. I hope there's a whole run of seasons, because it's filling in a really important gap between the two major animated series that have come before it. Clone Wars happened leading up to between episodes 2 and 3. The premiere of this occurred during episode 3 of the movies. And Rebels is about 10 years later, about halfway between episodes 3 and 4. And this is sort of filling in the gap between Clone Wars and Rebels. You know, this is the time when the Rebel Alliance was born, when the Empire really started gathering its resources and its strength. So it'll be really interesting to see what stories they decide to tell in this time frame. Anyway, I'd love to hear what you guys think. I make a point of responding to every and any comment. And until next time, take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.